Welcome back to another episode of Last Week in Comics, where I discuss what has occurred in the last week of comics. This one's a doozy because there's 2 Tom King releases. So first up on the list for DC is Catwoman number 70. Daystar luckily has already read this for me, so I didn't need to. And from what I can gather, she was only paying attention to the lesbians. I don't know why I'm shocked that they did that. So, the Catwoman series hasn't been bad. I think that especially if you're looking for something Batman adjacent, because I'm a big fan of Batman adjacent, but not Catwoman. It's a very good series to check out. The next one on my list, unfortunately, is Jenny Sparks number 4. I just found out that this series got extended to February. It's 7 issues. I thought we were only giving minis 5. Like how does Junie Baugh's Boy Wonder, which was a literal masterpiece, only get limited to 5 issues? Same with Mariko Tamaki's Bring Down the House, which I guess I can kind of understand it because they did just greenlit another Zatanna mini. But like, Tom King gets fucking 7 for his propaganda comic. Of course, as always, my Captain Atom friends were upset. As a JLI head, you know how it be. Tom King comes in and ruins everything that we could have wanted. Every single time without fail. I don't know why or how he does this. Every single time. I don't know. He says, I love the JLI, and then he just wipes his ass all over it. I hate that man. An update for the Milestone universe. We're finally getting Milestone books back again, but not that many. The Shadow Cabinet number 1 just came out. I've only really seen pictures of Rocket from it. I've been hearing from the few people I follow who have read it. I have been hearing good things, but it seems like in my opinion, I think the main thing holding back this comic is calling it the Shadow Cabinet. But like, when people think of the Milestone universe, they think of Icon and Rocket. They think of Static, just Static, not Static Shock, you fuckers. But they think of those more iconic characters. So then when you're trying to sell them the Milestone universe and you're using the Shadow Cabinet instead, it kind of pales in comparison. I think, honestly, because I know that the Icon and Rocket series did really well, that came out a couple of years ago. I think that they need to go back to letting more people tackle the Milestone characters. I think we need, a Rocket solo. That would be great. I know that she's had a popularity boost, especially from Young Justice. I think you could definitely tap into some of the fans of that animated show. Then there's also, Static's always popular. Everyone's constantly talking about how they want, like, a Static reboot. So to not have a Static comic, or not even have him in DC Compact, that's insane to me. And I would be buying it immediately. I think I ended up actually getting a copy of Shadow Cabinet, but I haven't read it yet. It's in my pull box. I think I just saw a Rocket on the cover, and I went, yep, that's mine. Alright, next is a series that I have been looking forward to so much. The Question All Along the Watchtower. I've always liked Renee. I'm a big Charlton fan. I've recentered my entire identity around Ted Kord, Blue Beetle. So to not only have another Question series, but also to have them bring back the Charlton boys together. Well, Charlton boys in quotes. But to bring back the Charlton boys together, I love it so much. I have talked at length to Stack multiple times about how I need Renee and Jaime to have a team up together, because they're both Charlton legacy characters who were created after Charlton got bought out by DC, and so and they're both Latino heroes. So, like, to not have them team up, especially when Ted and Vic Sage teamed up so much was like a major oversight. So to see not only is Jaime in this book helping out, but also Ted has been relegated to Ted Cord and is just doing Watchtower like maintenance and like more engineering based stuff. It was literally everything I could have asked for. Like honestly, if you're new to the question or you're new to having the Charlton characters in DC or you don't really know that much about them, I think all along the Watchtower is a great place to just jump in. And also read Jaime's series that just ended like a couple months ago, Blue Beetle and Blue Beetle Graduation Day. Those were really good. I really enjoyed them. It really sucks that Tom King can get so many fucking issues and yet I can't have a Blue Beetle ongoing. What's with that, DC? Like, Booster Gold's getting shit soon. And I know we don't want to attach Ted and Booster permanently together. But, like, nothing for Ted. Anyway, go check out the question all along the Watchtower. I love it. It's great. I really do hope that this gets extended out from... I think right now it's of 6. But I really hope that this gets extended out to a full question series. Similarly to what happened with Blue Beetle Graduation Day, being put into Blue Beetle that then went on for 11 issues. I just really want the Charlton boys to get more things. And now that we have Peacemaker in Absolute Power, or in the Absolute Universe, I'm just like, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a Charlton universe or something. Not really that, because they're all pretty much in the DC universe now, but like, something, please. Titans number 17 also came out. I've heard decent stuff about this Titan series. I think the most I've ever heard is, ooh, look at how pretty Donna Troy and Coriander are. And I think that's all you really need to have a successful Titans series. I guess Raven's there. I don't really care, because it's always the Titans 03 Raven, but... now I have to talk about Tom King again. God fucking damn it. Okay, Wonder Woman number 15 came out. Now, I actually did read this one, but not because I am actually invested in the series, but more because I wanted to see how badly Tom King fucked up, because the last issue had the introduction of Lizzie Prince, which, let me just say, how the fuck did you make the Clay origin? You know, the iconic Clay origin that is very notably not about men. How the fuck did you make the Clay origin about a man? Like, that's just, like, insane to me. You made the Clay origin the best origin story for Wonder Woman. You decided to redo that and then make it all about fucking Steve Trevor. Who the fuck cares about Steve Trevor? Anyway, so, it also seems the more egregious thing that this okay, this is actually my little nitpicking thing. I forgot about this almost entirely, but this is my little nitpick for the series. They said, in the thing, first off, Tom King is just racist. Yara Flor is constantly talking in broken English, and, despite the fact that she's from Idaho. So, let's just get that out of the way first. Second off, the other problem I have with his depiction of Yara Flor is that he in it, and this is like very specifically nitpicking for me specifically, but in it he was like, she said something about how, oh, I occasionally go by Wonder Woman. Future State isn't canon. Future State is the only time that, I'm pretty sure, is the only time that Yara has ever gone by Wonder Woman. And that's not canon anymore. So what the fuck are you talking about, Tom King? And, you know, the racism doesn't stop with Yara. It seems that he has also kicked Nubia off of the throne. Like, if you haven't been keeping up with Wonder Woman comics, I personally recommend the series Amazon Attack. I always forget if there's another S. Amazon Attack. But I recommend that series. Oh yeah, it had like Nubia, Yara, Mary Marvel was in it. Like, it was a great, fun series. But anyway, for the past couple of years, Nubia, due to Queen Hippolyta's death, Nubia has been queen of the Amazons. It was like a big deal too in Wonder Woman comics to make her the queen of the Amazons. And like, she does have rights to the throne. She is Wonder Woman's sister. So like, it made sense. And Wonder Woman, Diana herself, did not want the throne. She wanted to continue to be Wonder Woman. She wanted to continue to be the protector of the Amazons. But in order to do that, that meant that she couldn't always be on Themyscira. Like, she wanted to continue to be Wonder Woman. Anyway, so then, I don't know why. Because also we haven't seen Nubia in this series, like, at all. Which is crazy. Because, like, Nubia's, like, had, like, a renaissance recently. She's in multiverses. She's in everything now, and it's great, and I love it. But he decided to kick her off the throne and put Diana as the queen of the Amazons now. And, like, we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming from all the fucking Trinity comics that kept on being popped up, where Diana was like in queen regalia, and like, honestly, I thought that was just because she had retired being Wonder Woman, and like, she wasn't really queen of the Amazon. She was just doing it because she felt that like, if anyone had to test her daughter, it should be her. But no, she's queen of the Amazons now, and Nubia's MIA. So that fucking sucks. That's why I think this is like, I have like a list of reasons on why they should fire Tom King. And like, yeah, it starts with the Iraq War and his contributions to it, and how he keeps on putting that into his work, because that's the fucking wildest thing I always see, because people are like, oh, can't we separate the art from the artist? And I'm like, you have him literally doing 9/11, like, pro-Iraq War propaganda in Jenny Sparks. You literally have this man gleefully recounting what happened, what his role in it, and you are giving him a platform to do so. And like, yeah, fire Tom King. Get him the fuck off of Wonder Woman. Like, Kelly Thompson managed to outsell him in one issue. Put a woman on Wonder Woman again, for fuck's sake. And stop giving him female-led books. Like, I think that he should just not write women ever. It especially sucks when Tom King takes a character that you actually like, because then they could just get bastardized to hell. But I do have to talk about Action Comics. There's another one out this week. It is a continuation of Mariko Tamaki's Supergirl story. And I cannot go for a third week in a row talking about how I hope that Mariko Tamaki gets a full Supergirl ongoing. Honestly, I think it's kind of ludicrous that Leah Williams is still writing the Power Girl ongoing. I think that Mariko should get it. I know I've been buying the Power Girl ongoing, but that was mostly because I need more women-led books. And also, they keep on putting pretty covers. Another issue of Batman Superman's World's Finest also came out, and Mark Waid continues to keep Dan Mora in his basement. Okay, it's a different interior artist, but don't forget, Mark Waid has Dan Mora on Justice League Unlimited. I don't know. I think that's the funniest thing, because I did, when I was at C2E2, I went to go see a panel of current DC artists and writers, and like, even Chip Zdarsky was joking, because Chip was there, but like, Chip Zdarsky was joking about how Mark Waid literally keeps Dan Mora to himself. And I think that's crazy. But World's Finest has always been good. I think my opinion is that if we have to have a lot of Batman books and like a lot of Bat Family books, then the Super Family should have an equal amount of... The Super Family and the Wonder Fam should all have an equal amount to the Bat Family. So, like, you know, recently the Bat Family got Solo for Cassandra Cain. I think that solo for Cassandra Cain, a solo for Batgirl specifically, I think in return, Wonder Woman should have a Wonder Girl solo, and I know Superman already has Power Girl, which I guess is more of the Cassandra Cain equivalent. Or, Nightwing has a book with DC. If Nightwing has a book, then Donna Troy should get a book. And then, I guess Kara Zor-El would be the equivalency for Nightwing getting a book. Yeah, that checks out. Or if Tim Drake gets a book, then Cassie Sandsmark should get a book. And then fucking Connor should get another book. And then Damian gets a book. Then obviously John should get a book. And then probably Yara gets a book. Like equivalent exchange here, people. So we don't have fucking 500 Batman books. Also, Batman and Robin Year 1 also came out. I know that I am buying this book so that Stack can have it, because he really likes the artist and writer that's been doing the Year 1 books. I have not read it myself. I'm probably going to sit down and read it as a whole, once it comes out in its entirety. I think if we have to have this many Batman books, this has always been my opinion, if we have to have this many Batman books, I think doing more one-shot books that eventually end is better than having like 5 or 6 Batman ongoings. That's all I'm saying. Because there's also Batman Full Moon. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like stuck in a Batman loop. I don't know what this is. Werewolves? I've heard nothing about this. Anyway, and then Dark Knights of Steel All Winter, which I also have not heard anything of. I swear to God if Dan Moore is on this. No, but Tom Taylor is. So automatically that means it's a no for me. I think the most egregious thing about the Dark Knights of Steel is that, what the fuck do you mean Dark Knights of Steel and you don't have any Wonder Woman? The last one had Wonder Woman kissing women. That's the only good thing I could say about it. Okay, and then we're going into the new DC Infinite. They're like little webcomic equivalents. To be honest, my opinion of all of these. So we have Harley Quinn in Paradise, Nothing But Nightwing, and Renaissance of Raven, which just released its first 3 issues. My opinion of these is that they should have stayed on Webtoon. But, like, I used Marvel Unlimited, and the big thing about how they run their, app-exclusive webcomics is that, like, you're still paying into the service to get them. But, like, a lot of those, with that, they're also a lot more geared to comics fans. They're all kind of continuations, and they're all kind of, and they're canon to the current Marvel universe. The same thing isn't to be said for the 3 that DC is releasing. And so, and like, I do believe that they are free to read without subscribing, so that's at least good. But I think that if you're trying, like, I know that this is partially an initiative to, they saw the success with Wayne Family Adventures on Webtoon. And this is partially a way to try and get people to start using their app. That, like, these comics better fit the Webtoon crowd, if that makes sense. Because I will say, like, Bat Family fans do not read comics at all. And so, like, Wayne Family Adventures, like, getting the latest issues early, and that might be a weird thing with Webtoon. But I think that doing something like that, and having it be through DC Infinite might work better to get more people to read and to use your service. Because I do know that Wayne Family Adventures specifically has been tagging other DC comics that you can jump onto. For a lot of the characters, it's, I always remember seeing Cassandra and Duke's, recommended reading list from it getting passed around. So I think, like, doing something like that would probably be better. Or even if you have something like Wayne Family Adventures, like Kent Family Adventures, but you keep that under DC Infinite, I think that might work better. But, like, again, I'm pretty sure the most I heard about Harley Quinn was something about Harley Quinn in Paradise, where and that was mostly just from Daystar, who reads everything, and they were like, I thought this was canceled, and I think that pretty much sums it up. Because, like, these were not well received when they were announced, and I think that they would have been more well received if they were more clear about it being free, and then also secondary, if they had just put them on Webtoon. If you like me talking about comic books in any capacity, we do a show every Saturday, 9 p.m. EST. We will have the previous video up somewhere. Probably, I have not updated the playlist in forever, but all the previous episodes where we talked about comics are in there. We run a podcast every Saturday, 9 p.m. EST on my YouTube and also my Twitch, where we talk about comics. And maybe one day I'll have an upload where I have Ryan North on there. Ryan North, if you're watching, I'm so nervous to ask you to be on this. Please just offer it to me. I'll let you talk about Star Trek for hours. We'll talk about Star Trek for hours. We have Star Trek fans on the podcast. It would be a great time. But anyway, I'll have another one out next week. A week late, as always. But that's why the show is called Last Week in Comics. Anyway, end card and go. We're done. Hooray! Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
He's twice your size.
He is my son. His name is Wyatt Wingfoot. 'Cause he is big.